I'm Laila Ali, and I would say I'm best known for being an undefeated world champion boxer. I'm also a television host, a fitness and wellness expert, and a cooking enthusiast. I'm excited to be a part of this season of Celebrity Apprentice because I think the direction that the show is going to be groundbreaking and epic. Being that Governor Schwarzenegger is involved, it's being shot here in LA. I think it's going to be new and fresh, and I'm really just excited to be a part of it because it's a challenge for me, and I love a challenge. I've had the opportunity to meet all of the other competitors, and I don't really feel threatened by any of them. I don't think it would matter who was in the competition because at the end of the day, you know, it's a level playing field. You never know how people are going to play their cards. I'm not really trying to make an alliance with anybody, but I'm also not trying to make enemies with anybody either. I think that at the end of the day, everybody has to get fired except that one person. So it's not personal. When you think about why we're doing this for charity, we all win at the end of the day. So it's really not that serious to me to be fighting about. But when it comes to knowing that part of the way the game is played is to have to lay it out when you have to. Like I said, it make it really hard if you're trying to make an alliance with a person that you know at some point is going to have to get fired if you want to win. It's not the way I want to play the game. The show being in LA definitely gives me an advantage because I live in LA, and I love the fact that I don't have to leave my family for such a long period of time and be so far away. I have a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old, and I think it's just going to be great for the show to have a new, fresh environment, new challenges. I mean, LA is like the mecca as far as business and technology, and there's so much beautiful scenery in LA. It's just a new scene. I think that this show has a big following to begin with, and I think that people who are already following the show and fans of the show will follow along, and then you will also get a lot of new viewers as well. So it's going to be fun. From what I've been able to gather, Mr. Schwarzenegger is very smart when it comes to business. He's also very street smart. He's a good judge of character, and he's funny. He's funny, but at the same time, he's tough. So I think that he is going to make sure that everybody brings their A game, and he's going to be making sure that he challenges all of us. I don't think he's going to be walking on eggshells around anybody, and that makes it fun to me because I think that the more you push people and the more you hold them accountable and make them fight for their right to win, then you're going to get the best results that way. And I think that he has everything it entails to be able to bring all of those qualities together as a boss and make this show bigger and better than it ever has been. One thing about me is I don't like to get too in my head about what I hope for because then you're going to be let down at some point because most likely it won't be what I hope for. I'm not somebody who sits around coming up with challenges, and there's an entire team that's doing that, and I'm sure they're better at it than me. Now, I do know of this from this. I do know from watching the show that the tasks are very balanced, and I think that they will take into consideration who their cast is and what some of our strengths and weaknesses may be. Obviously, if we were going to do something in a boxing gym, that would be right up my alley. If we were going to do something with fitness and wellness and kids and parenting, that would be right up my alley. But I'm the type of person, I don't have a problem saying, you know what, it's okay to let someone else who also, it might be in their wheelhouse, do, and I'm still going to play just as hard for the team because that's what you're supposed to do, and that's the name of the game. Outside of the business that's involved in being a world-class athlete and boxing in front of millions of people and being the daughter of the most famous, loved man and athlete in the world and all of the experience that has come along with being Muhammad Ali's daughter and everything that I've learned. I also started as an entrepreneur very young. I had my own business when I was 18 years old. I moved out the house when I was 18 years old. I had to manage a checkbook. I had to, manage my entire life and manage a clientele. And then when I moved into the spotlight of being a public person, when I decided to become a boxer, you know, that just brought on a whole new set of skills, having to pick a manager, having to pick a promoter, having to pick which endorsement deals that I would do, having to make sure that everything that I do aligns with my brand. There's a lot of strategic thinking that goes into that, from who I hire as my makeup artist to my hairstylist, people that I can trust and I don't have to worry about. I mean, there's so many little decisions that get made, and that's very similar to how this show is, you know, and at the drop of the dime, you have to make decisions, and we have a short period of time in which to do it. And, you know, that one mistake can be your last mistake. So every move is very calculated, and that's just how my mind works. So I think that I'm not worried about me. I'm not worried about me at all. You know, I think that this is going to be fun, and I just hope we all have a good time because, like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about charity and this show being one of the best, biggest seasons that it's ever been, and just being a part of that will be a win.